What's going on, guys? Zuko back with another Dragonflight video. Grab your coffee, grab your plaid shirt. I don't have my plaid shirt on, but you better get yours on. Let's go. No plaid today, okay? All right? Tomorrow, though, I'll have it back. Don't worry. Listen, today I want to talk about Resto Shaman. I'm going to continue the healing series. We've done Holy Paladin, Holy Priest, Resto Shaman. This is the third best healer, in my opinion, right now in Dragonflight. It feels really, really good to play. I'm going to show you some dungeon footage in a minute. We're going to go through the talents, some new stuff that Shaman has that they never had before. Very, very cool stuff going on here. And, yeah, we're going to jump right into it. Right before I do, I just want to say that this weekend, I'm going to be working on my stream, twitch.tv/ZukoVibes. Come hang out with me. To Friday night, Saturday night, we're going to be playing on the beta. The beta is actually back up and running, and we can test all the builds. We can test how Enhancement Shaman got nerfed and how bad it's going to be in an actual Dragonflight dungeon. So we're going to look at all that stuff this weekend. So make sure you tune in to see that. Okay? So what's going on with Resto Shaman? Well, it's looking really good. let me just say that. It's looking really good from a damage point of view and a healing point of view. They're both really, really good. So there's lots of like sort of tried and true things that still happen with Resto Shaman. Number one, you never run out of mana. Literally ever. This is the most mana efficient healer that I have seen so far, comparing Prop Paladin or Holy Paladin and Holy Priest to Resto Shaman. It is the best on mana, for sure. The other two are actually fine on mana, but like on Resto Shaman, I didn't even have to use healing, like Mana Tide Totem. I feel like I barely even used like Water Shield stuff realistically. Like you just get so much mana back for free all the time. It's really amazing. On top of that, our Toolbelt is bigger than it's ever been before, and we know that Resto Shaman is the Toolbelt healer. You have all these big cooldowns you can use, things like Spiritling Totem, Mana Tide Totem, Healing Tide Totem, even Earth and Wall Totem. So you have really, really big cooldowns there. On the class side now, we have even more cooldowns than we had before. You know, you could use Ascendance as well, but we have things like Ancestral Guidance, which is insanely strong. We have Mana Spring Totem to give more mana to everybody. We still have big things like a Wind Rush Totem that we can drop down for people. Now we're getting totems like Poison Cleansing Totem. We're getting Stone Skin Totem, Tranquil Air Totem. Holy crap, you still have Tremor Totem. There's so many tools in the tool belt. It is outrageous. You have a new Totemic Recall. You can drop Earth and Wall Totem and then Totemic Recall it and then drop Earth and Wall Totem again. It's very, very cool. You have Ancestral Protector Totem that you could use if you want to. Cap Totem, you know, Bob, Earth Elemental if you really need them. You still have Earth Shield. There's so many tools in the tool belt. If it wasn't full before, it's overflowing now. So that's still the same for Resto Shaman. And then third, there's lots of passive healing and passive damage, which was another tried and true thing with Resto Shaman. You still get Lava Surge. You do lots of Lava Burst damage, but really the new hotness is lightning damage for Resto Shaman. Call of Thunder gives you 35% more damage on Chain Lightning. You get Stormkeeper now, which is super cool, which gives you Giga Chad Chain Lightnings. Our Chain Lightning damage is just kind of off the chain here. We get Improved Lightning Bolt down here. So, and then the third DPS thing we get is Acid Rain, which is like just a really cool new addition. And it does a lot of damage. I'll show you DPS in just a second here. So this is some of the new stuff coming in. We get Stormkeeper. We get Acid Rain, and we also get Call of Thunder. This is like our damage, basically. You're going to be doing a ton of nature damage from Chain Lightning and from Healing Rain, essentially, which is super, super cool. On top of that, on the spec side of things, there's a huge resurgence for Chain Heal. So Chain Heal's over here, and of course, it heals 4 people, the target you hit, and then it bounces 3 times. There's some really cool talents here. Flow of the Tide, casting Chain Heal on a target affected by Riptide, consumes the Riptide, increases the healing of your Chain Heal by 30%. That's kind of okay. This is even better. Ancestral Reach, increases the healing of Chain Heal by 8%, causes it to bounce 1 additional time. So not 3 times, but 4 times. Not 3, but 4. Now look down here. Unleash Life. After you cast Unleash Life, your next Chain Heal will bounce an additional time and do more healing. You can get 5 bounces on Chain Heal for six targets hit in total. Very, very cool stuff right there. We'll come back to that in a minute. Earthliving Weapon is back, which is so cool. I loved Earthliving Weapon. This was like a Wrath of the Lich King thing. I loved Earthliving Weapon, and it's actually significantly, it's good. It's actually not bad at all. It used to be, it was garbage like a month ago, and now it's good. There's some really cool healing stream tech with Living Stream. Yes, Cloudburst is still here, and you're going to want to take that when you're doing a raid. But Living Stream is here, and it's very interesting. Healing Stream Totem heals for 10% more each time it ticks. You can combine that with Totemic Focus to increase the duration of Healing Stream Totem. So now my Healing Stream Totem, instead of lasting 15 seconds, it lasts 18 seconds, which means I'm getting extra ticks, and I'm getting extra healing because I have Living Stream. So by the time my Healing Stream is getting to the last couple of ticks, it's healing for like 90% more and then 100% more on those last 2 ticks. The last 3 ticks would be like 80% more healing, 90% more healing, 100% more healing. So that's really, really crazy. Really, really cool combo right there. Earth Shield is also a significant healing component right now. Couple combos here. You take Earth Shield here, take Elemental Orbits. You can have Earth Shield and Water Shield on yourself. And then you can put Earth Shield on a tank as well. On top of that, Surging Shields makes it so that your healing on your Earth Shield goes up by 25%. Bonus. Then we have Earth and Harmony, which is legendary from Shadowlands. Earth Shield healing is doubled if your Earth Shield target is below 75% of their maximum health, which happens all the time if you have this on a tank. As soon as a tank hits, he loses 25% of his health. He or she. So Earth and Harmony gets a ton of value. Healing Wave and Healing Surge add a stack of Earth Shield to your target, so you don't have to actually press Earth Shield anymore. Very, very cool stuff with Earth Shield. It actually is a significant amount of healing. On top of that, we've got things like the Ever-Rising Tide from BFA, which nobody asked for. Kind of strange, but it's not bad. You can have Deeply Rooted Elements and Ascendance. You can have Primordial Wave. And you can have a 30-second Primordial Wave if you want it. Or you can have the Primordial Wave as we know it in Shadowlands, where Shadowlands, where it has a chance to not incur a cooldown. That's very cool. And then we've got, old favorites like Downpour, which nobody used really, but I used. I love it. And I'm going to talk about this in a second. But Downpour's back. High Tide is back again with this whole Chain Heal stuff going on. Ancestral Reach plus the new Unleashed Life plus High Tide is insane. 6 targets hit by a Chain Heal, and it keeps going up each time it bounces. Absolutely absurd Chain Heal stuff going on with High Tide. Primal Tidal Core is back. Very cool. Nature's Focus, another Chain Heal thing. Ancestral Awakening is back. This is also a Wrath of the Lich King thing. When you critically heal with these spells, an Ancestral Spirit will come to aid the person. Again, Ascendance, Deeply Rooted. Wellspring is back as well. And it has some synergy with Unleashed Life. I'll talk about that in a second. There's some Master of the Elements stuff going on. It's really good. So the tree has a lot of what we remember. And we can pick up a lot of talents that used to compete for each other back in Shadowlands. So, for example, Deluge can now be picked up along with, let's say, Undulation if you wanted it. They used to share a talent row together. And then Echo the Elements used to be there as well. So you can get all 3 of them now, which is really cool. Deluge was actually very powerful, but it shared a row with Echo the Elements, which was like, well, you're never going to pass up 2 charges of Riptide or Lava Burst. So very, very cool. Getting lots of value out of Deluge now. All in all, guys, tons of damage coming out from Resto Shaman from Call of Thunder, Acid Rain, Chain Heal, and then we're getting Improved Lightning Bolt. Really, really good Stormkeeper as well. Tons of damage and tons of healing coming out from lots of different sources. Buffed Healing, Healing Stream Totem. Earthliving Weapon is here. Let me talk about Unleashed Life just for a second. Then I want to show you the damage profile. Then I'm going to show you the dungeon footage, okay? So Unleashed Life has changed. It used to just say it heals the target, then it buffs your next heal by 35%. It used to do that. Now, it has a particular focus depending on which spell you cast. So you press Unleashed Life, your next Riptide, Healing Wave, Healing Surge, 35% more healing. That's kind of like the old school version. Or you can use it on Chain Heal, which, as we talked about, gives you an additional bounce, which is insanely good and makes it 15% stronger. Or you can use it on Healing Rain and Downpour, and it increases the number of allies that get healed, which is so cool. The limit on Healing Rain is 6 allies. So if you use Unleash Life and then Healing Rain, you'll get 8 allies. Very, very cool. Or if you do Unleash Life into Downpour, it's going to hit 8 allies as well. 2 extra targets. So very, very good for raid. If you use it on Wellspring, it actually converts 25% of the overhealing done into an absorb effect. Let's see what that looks like really quickly here. So I love the way that Unleash Life works now. It's just super, super cool the way that they've kind of designed this. So let's look at my overhealing. Well, yeah, on my current, we'll look at overhealing. Current segment healing. If I press 4 and then I use Wellspring, which I don't even have on my bars right now. Wellspring. There we go. Now I got an absorb. This is an absorb for 6,800 damage. And I also have an absorb for 3,200 damage. So crits matter. If you get a crit, it'll matter. And look, these are both, you know, Unleash Life's already back. I can use it on my next spell. I can go here and put a Healing Rain down. Now it's healing extra targets. Cool. So I really like the new Unleash Life. I think it's really, really, really good. I love the flexibility of that talent. Oops, I gotta switch to this. Wait, no, I'm looking at overhealing done. Oh, I already look. Okay, I gotta go back one. Overall, here we go. So the flexibility of Unleash Life is now really, really cool. Whichever moment you happen to be in, you can use it to your advantage. You can use it every 15 seconds. So there's really nothing wrong, no bad way to use this. Like, use it on a Riptide. That makes the Riptide really, really good. Use it on a Chain Healer if you're doing the Chain Heal build. So I love that. Okay. Love the Unleash Life stuff. Super, super cool. Earthliving weapons cool. Let me show you the damage really quick, because this is absurd. I just did one demonstration on this, but I'm going to do it again, because this is so stupid. Watch how much damage I can pump in here. I have Stormkeeper. Remember, Healing Rain turns into Acid Rain, and it does about 1,200 damage every second to all enemies inside of my Healing Rain. Oh, sorry, up to 6 enemies inside. Okay. So here we go. We're going to go Stormkeeper into Healing Rain. We're going to do some Giga Chad Lightning Bolts. Boom. Boom. Look at the damage I'm doing. 200k right now. Just kidding. It's not going to stay there, but you can see, look at this damage right now. This is so stupid. I'm going to put another Healing Rain down. It's going to fall off. Let's put another one down. I don't even have any haste right now. I'm just casting Chain Lightning plus Healing Rain, and I'm like sustaining like 35, 38k damage. What the hell is happening here? It's absolutely outrageous how much damage we're doing. Okay? It's insane, guys. And it's all because of Call of Thunder, plus you have Acid Rain, and it's just outrageous. Obviously, it's all Chain Heal, or Chain Lightning, sorry, but almost 20% of it's this Acid Rain. So in Mythic Plus, you're going to want to take this. Stormkeeper, Call of Thunder, Acid Rain. Your damage will be off the charts, okay? So let me just continue to talk about it here while I show you the dungeon footage, because I did do a Mythic Plus dungeon last week, basically, and it worked out really, really well. So I forgot I had... oh, he's dead. Here's some opening packs here. Let me turn the volume down just a little bit. So you can see we're doing 12k DPS right now and about almost 10k HPS. Not too much right now, but we're going to get to another pack in a second here. This gets really dicey up here. The healing... it just explodes. I'm doing 7k right now, and then suddenly I'm doing 13k, 14k, 18k HPS. It just 21, because I mean Link is a big cooldown, but you just suddenly are doing outrageous amounts of healing with look at this, 24k. Resto Shaman, you can just get there. It just always gets there. And meanwhile, I'm doing... Across the street who take Halloween very seriously. I'm only doing 4k DPS right now, but that's because I had to heal pretty hard. But you're going to see in a minute our ability to do both crazy HPS and DPS. And
we got Stormkeeper.
Here's the Stormkeeper combo right now. Watch the Stormkeeper combo. Watch this. Stormkeeper. Okay, here we go. I get Earth Shield on. And I'm going to heal a guy, and then I'm going to go Chain Lightning, Chain Lightning. Look at my damage. So stupid, 54k. Like, it just, the beauty of this is you get your damage out and then it's done. I just press Stormkeeper and Chain Lightning twice, and I get the bulk of my damage out of the way. I put Healing Rain down and it does consistent damage. It really feels like you're cheating. It feels like other classes like Mistweaver Monk and Resto Druid have to try so much harder to do their damage versus a Resto Shaman. Like, it just is night and day. Like, Resto Druid, you have to change forms into like a Boomkin or a Kitty, and you have to get in there, press your Kitty weaving abilities, build up combo points, and then use your combo finisher. This is just like Stormkeeper, bzzz, we're done. We're done. Healing Rain, Stormkeeper, bzzz, we're done. I don't have to do anything else. I don't have to change forms. I don't have to build combo points. It's just like there's something about Resto Shaman that always gets there when it comes to damage. And on top of that, they have a lot of passive healing. Put Healing Rain down. Put a Healing Stream Totem up. Get 2 Riptides going. You have tons of passive healing. That'll be like 15k passive healing you're doing. I'm doing 26k right now. 27, 28k healing. Oh, everybody dies there. 32, 34k HPS. Getting healing rate done. Everybody's dying, so this is great. I get to actually do lots of healing. The Paladin's coming back. I'm going to die. I should have popped my DR here. I was so focused. I do get my chain lightnings off. Anyway, look at that's the flexibility of Stormkeeper. I still have my Stormkeeper charges. I'm like, okay, everybody's kind of alive right now. Boom, boom. Get my chain lightnings off, and I've done 487,000 damage just out of nowhere. Okay? And I go back to healing everybody. Get a Riptide on that guy. He's about to die. I don't know where he is. I don't know why he's dying, but he's nowhere near me. It's very annoying. Oh, he's standing over there. That's right. Hit him for a huge shot. I'm doing 36k HPS and 11, almost 12k DPS.
We're doing 36k HPS.
It's insane. It's so insane. Like, I just can't. I can't begin to talk about how good Resto Shaman is. It just feels like compared to some of the other healers, in particular Mistweaver and then Resto Druid, I would say. Resto Druid actually can do a lot of damage, but Mistweaver Monk in particular, I just feel like it has such a hard time getting its damage out without struggling. And I'm not very good at playing Mistweaver, so just take that with a grain of salt. But this kind of healing and damage, I'm telling you guys, it's just I'm doing 10k DPS on a single target right now. As a healer, I'm being an idiot. I'm jumping in fire right now. But, like,
I believe I stood in something.
If I was playing better, then I would be able to do a lot more damage. And it's just not that hard to do. I have an instant cast Lava Burst that I can fire off.
Now.
Like,
I'm looking.
It's so good. It's so free. That's what it feels like to me. So, very good stuff here from Shaman. What do we get to the intermission here? Yeah, we're going to skip ahead here. Everybody takes a lot of damage. I'm doing 45k, 70k DPS right there. We peaked for a second. Everybody dies right here.
We're going to die.
Yep. There's a big sequence here where we keep dying. Let me get my notes up for a second, and let me just skip ahead. Notes are right there. There is a, where we're looking at, 1730 is something interesting that I've written down on my notes. There's a single target right here. Look, we're doing 24k HPS, just like out of nowhere. Just 24k HPS. And our damage, we even get 6, 7, almost 8k here. 1850, and I get a really insane Spirit Link, which is really cool. So Spirit Link is still outrageous. Look at this damage coming up here. Everybody just gets chunked in a second here. I got double Earth Shield going for lots of healing. Riptides are going. This guy just about dies. And I just pop Spirit Link here, and everybody's fine. And we're just suddenly doing 27, 32k HPS. Shaman still has that Toolbelt.
Spirit Link saved everybody.
We still have that Toolbelt, man. It's so incredibly good. And the Toolbelt's even better now than it used to be, because you can pick up whichever tools you want to grab for whichever dungeon you're doing. Do you need a Poison Cleansing Totem? Boom, you've got one. Do you want your Dispel to additionally get rid of curses?
Standing in the fire.
Yeah, okay, you can get the curse removal. Do you need an extra totem to cool down your totems? Go for it. Do you want a Stone Skin Totem for physical damage reduction? Do you want Tranquil Air Totem for your casters to stop interrupts and pushbacks?
Mana's fine. Mana
against
feels
them?
the best on...
Do you need a knock-up from Thunderstorm to interrupt enemies from casting? Do you need Tremor Totem to get rid of fear? Do you need Hex? I mean, it goes on. Do you need a Purge? Do you need a Greater Purge? It just goes on and on and on. It is so stupid how good this is, guys. Holy cow.
125k, that Divine Storm. Holy crap.
I don't even really know what to say. I mean, it's just you have so many tools just like you always have. And it isn't... It hasn't lost anything going into Dragonflight. It has only gained Resto Shaman has only gained tools going into Dragonflight. That's sort of my conclusion here. So if you want to do lots of damage, you can. If you want to get even more healing than you had before, you've got it, man. I really enjoy having Earthliving weapon back. I feel like it's just tuned to the perfect place now. It did about 5% of my healing overall, I think, which is exactly where it should be. Watch my Ancestral guidance here. I have Ancestral guidance. It's on Control Q. You can see it there. So right here, Ancestral guidance. I'm going to pop this in a second and watch how much healing this does. This is such an incredible tool for Resto Shaman to get back. It blows my mind that we have this now. Here it comes. I pop it right here, I think. There it is. It popped. It's running right now. Watch my HPS just climb. 26K, 27K, 28K, 29K, 30K.
Man, you pop Ancestral Guidance, it's crazy.
It is. I'll show you how much it did right here.
Ancestral Guidance is nuts, dude. Look at what it did.
16.5% of my healing. It just did 252K just in one cast. Hello?
It's so insane.
I don't even know what to say, guys, honestly. It's just crazy. So here's the final boss here. I'll just wrap this up. As I said before, Resto Shaman has lost nothing, and they've gained a lot of cool tools. Number one, you can do this healing stream build with living stream, where your healing streams will tick for more and more and more the longer they're up, and you can increase the duration of them as well, which is super, super cool. Makes it so that you can get extra ticks in there. You get Earthliving weapon back, which I think is totally worth investing in.
Okay.
There's this new Unleash Life decision that you get to make. So do you want single target healing? Do you want chain heal to bounce an additional time? Do you want Wellspring to give people an absorb effect? There's some really, really cool things going on there. There are a bunch of chain heal talents that increase the number of bounces. You can get 6 bounces from chain heal. Earth Shield is actually a significant portion of your healing now with Earth and Harmony, plus Elemental Orbit on the class side, and Surging Shields on the class side as well. It gives you some serious uptime on Earth Shield and some serious healing from Earth Shield. It's so good. You still have all your major tools like Spirit Link Totem, Healing Tide Totem, Mana Tide Totem. You can now get Mana Spring Totem, an additional chunk of mana for your healers. You can get Thunderstorm to knock enemies in the air. You can get Poison Cleansing Totem. You can get a Curse Dispel. You can get a Fear Dispel. Holy cow, the Toolbelt is just outrageous, guys. It's so big. There are so many things that you can do on Resto Shaman, honestly. Let me just pause the I'll get to the very end here. We kind of bunged this up, but let me show you my actual healing breakdown at the end of this dungeon.
Again.
We just keep dying over and over again. But let me get back to the gameplay really quick and show you that, and then we'll conclude the video here.
After the dungeons, yeah.
So here is my HPS overall. It's not a proper. I didn't do 10K overall. I did more than 10K overall. It's just showing the overall with some other stuff mixed in. But what I wanted to show you was the actual healing numbers. So healing stream totem, doing so much healing because I have that living stream talent, which is really, really cool. I didn't take Cloudburst. I just buffed my healing stream totem really good. Earth Shield, 8.5% of my healing. Huge. You never would have seen that before. Ancestral Guidance, 7% of my healing. It does so much healing. It just freaking blows me away. It does so much healing. Unleashed Life did a lot of healing all on its own. And then the buff on top of that. Earthliving Weapon, 4.2% of my healing. Ancestral Awakening, 3.7%. There's so many extra little bits of healing that you get for free that make Resto Shaman feel extremely good. So if you're thinking of healing in Dragonflight, this is a no-brainer. I think it's the easiest healer to get all your damage out and get all your healing out at the same time. I think it beats Holy Paladin and Holy Priest in that regard. I think that Holy Paladin has a higher damage ceiling than Resto Shaman does, but it would be very, very close. Holy Priest is also right up there too, but it's the ease of execution for Resto Shaman is right there. It's so easy to get your healing off and to get your damage off at the same time. So it's awesome, guys. I love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about Resto Shaman. What are you thinking of maining as if you're a healer main, what are you thinking of taking in to Dragonflight as your main healer? I would love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. Let me know. Thank you guys so much again for watching. I love you all. I will see you in the next one.